Things to note for time words hardly and no sooner. There are just a couple of things that we have to note when using these time words. Let's look at the first thing. Now, we often use this structure with hardly and no sooner to be critical, to say something bad happened, or to say that something surprising happened after the first event. This is a very important thing that you need to note about the usage of these time words. We don't just use them for something normal happening. For example, if I say, I picked up my phone, then I called my friend. These two events are very normal events. There's nothing surprising or bad happening. So we use these time words in specific situations when we want to be critical, we want to say something bad happened, or that something surprising happened. These are three typical examples of when we would use these time words. For example, I can be critical of a restaurant. I can say, we had no sooner finished our meal than the waiter told us to leave. Now, I'm being critical of the restaurant and the waiter. We had just finished our meal when the waiter said, leave. So this is a good situation to use the time words hardly or no sooner. I can say, we had hardly finished our meal before the waiter told us to leave. So this is a situation where I'm being critical. So you can also use them for situations that something bad happened or something surprising happened. So in the listening and speaking section, you'll see many examples of these particular situations. Now here's one more thing that you need to note. Make sure that you get the events in the correct order. So the first clause is the first event, and the second clause is the event that happened right after. Look at this example. I had no sooner recovered from my broken leg. Now, the underlined part of this is the first event. The first event is I recovered from my broken leg. The second event is below, when I broke my arm. Okay, so it's important to get these events in the right order. Don't put the second event in the first clause. Always put the second event in the second clause. This is the event that happened after. So in this situation, it's quite a surprising thing and a bad thing. What I'm saying is, I had just recovered from my broken leg, and right after, I broke my arm. Those are the things to note. Now it's time to move on to the listening and speaking practice exercises. Also, don't forget to download the MP3 files. Listen to them as many times as you can so that you can master this grammar. See you there.